Grandson of the Baal Shem Tov. Listen what he says. Mwah, beautiful. We say this all the time, right? We give thanks to you that you gave us Eretz Chemda Toiva Rechava. You gave us Eretz Yisrael. And what else did you do? Shait Yisanim Eretz Mitzrayim. And what else? Uftisanim Beis Avadim. V'al Berischa Shechasam Tevseinu. V'al Teirascha Sheli Madatanu. V'achol Kecha Shoida Atanu. V'achayim, and on life. Chain V'chesed Shechayin Antanu. V'al Achilas Mazon She'at Azanu. Mefanis Yisrael Tamid B'chol Yoyim. V'cholez V'chol She'ah. We thank Hashem for everything. For so many things. And then what do we say right after that? V'alakol. Above everything, Hashem Elokeinu, God, our God, Anachnu Moedim Lach, we give thanks to you. What? You just said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Took us out of Mitzrayim, we brought it thank you. And above everything, Hashem Elokeinu, I want to tell you something else. Anachnu Moedim Lach, I am Moida to you, I give thanks to you. What thanks are you talking about? And it doesn't even delineate and express and give us details on what that thanks is. Hainu. More than all that list of things of Noida Lecha that we just said. Hineni Moidim Lecha al etzem adavar she'ata Elokeinu. We're giving you the biggest haidah, the biggest thanks. On what? Hashem, that you are Elokeinu. V'ala koilin, above everything that we could ever thank you for. Anachnu moedim lach, we are giving moedim to you on the fact that Hashem, that you who created the world is Elokecha, that you chose to be my God. It's a play on the words, typical Hasidic art. V'ala koil, Hashem Elokeinu, anachnu moedim lach. On top of everything, that's why I'm thanking you. On Hashem Elokeinu. It's mikubal from our Rebbes that in Shemayim they really, really like this. I want to give you an example. There's a baby whose parents were killed. And the king goes ahead and he adopts the baby. You smiling because you know the example? You know this? I'm learning with my son. Such a geschmack. You know this your whole life. Okay, there was a king, and he had a son who was bad. No, not this one. Usually there's a kid who's bad and gets sent away. And no. There's parents, and they get killed, and there's a little baby. And the king has mercy on this little baby, and he adopts the baby. And he raises him as his own. And it comes to the prince's 21st birthday. And he gets up to speak, and he says, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for making me lunch every day. I want to thank you for giving me spending money. I want to thank you when I had trouble in school that you came to PTA. And I want to thank you. And he goes through his whole life. There was a guy who bullied me, and he busted my glasses, and you got me new glasses. And thank you for getting me a three-wheeler and taking off the training wheels, and then for a two-wheeler. And then thank you for sending me on vacation. And then thanking me for this. And he thanks his father, a whole list of thank you. V'alakol, but on top of everything else, you know what I want to thank you? For adopting me. Thank you for making me your child. That's the ultimate greatest thanks. Of course we have to be thankful for every single thing that Hashem does for us. And it's ilufinu malishira kayom, like we said before, ein anachnu maspikim lohides, and we have to be full of gratitude for ourselves, by the way, to live a life of gratitude. But there's no greater thing to be grateful for than the fact that Hashem, who created the world, decided, for whatever reason, to say that He is our Father, that His relationship with the world is different than us, to say, Banim atem Hashem Elokeichem, that He adopted us. And when He went ahead and He proclaimed, and He opened up the Rekiim, all the skies, to introduce Himself to the world, in that very first introduction, He said, hi everybody, I created everything, and I am your God. That you people around the mountain are different than everybody else. The alakoil, and above everything else, Hashem Elokeinu, the fact that you, Hashem, choose to be our God, to have a personal relationship with us, that is what we are moeded to you. And that's what happened in the story of Mitzrayim. Had Hashem told us to do tshuva first and then rescue us, then we would think that it's conditional. We would think that it's Elikecha is because you did tshuva, and it could have been very easy. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, it's time, Higi Azman Gulaschem, go back and tell everybody, 3 days, like Mordechai told Esther, 3 days I want you to fast, Aser Simei Tshuva, Yom Kippur, go to the mikveh, any kind of program. We were slaves, we would have gone for it, no problem. And then when you're holy, burn, everybody take your iPhones and make a big pile and burn them in the Lag BaOmer fire, smash everything, right? All good stuff. Then when you purify yourself and you get rid of your Avodah Zarah, you turn your back on the Avodah Zarah and you accept me as being your God, right? It's the minimum you can do. Then I will save you from Mitzrayim and then I will be your God. But that's not what happened. Hashem said, I'll be your God even when you don't even believe that I'm your God. I'm your God before you want me as your God. You're turning your back on me and saying that this Getchka idol is your God, and I'm still saying that I'm going to go in this situation and tell you, Anochi Hashem, Eloikecha. So now we understand why was it important to say the next words. Hashem was not talking to those people there. They were on the Nun Shari Kedusha, Paskuzo Amasam. They saw Einoid Movadi, but Hashem knew that their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren and all the dairies are going to go through so much darkness. It's been so long since Hashem shut the lights off on the Beis HaMikdash. There's so many nisyanis. There's so much tumah. We're going to fall and fall and fall. And Hashem was talking to us for all generations when He proclaimed to us, Anochi Hashem, I created the world, but Elikecha, I am you Klal Yisrael, I am your God. Special relationship. And don't think that you can do anything to ruin that. Don't think there's anything you can do that's going to be more powerful than my ability to love you. Don't think it's conditional, because I know who you are right now, the people I'm talking to, I know where you were last week. Asher Tzesicha Me'eretz Mitzrayim, Mibeis Avodim. Yeah, I'm the same guy. I took you out of there. I took you out of there while you had Pesel Micha even went along with you during Kriyas Yamsuf. Micha couldn't let go of the Pesel, and I took him also. I was with you in all of your darkness, and I know what you're capable of. And that's why this message is eternal. On this chelik of the Amunah V'Lekecha, that's what Hashem says, Asher Tzesicha Me'eretz Mitzrayim. In order to teach us that I want you to know this. I want who to know this? You, now, me, us, our children. No matter how messed up you're going to be. And we get more and more messed up with every decade. Nischaven Loimar, he wants to tell us, Shebechiras HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'Yisrael liyos le'la'am v'hu lahem le'leikim lo'yhoisek hashehem kibnei malachim ela b'yosim betach l'shval ha'matziv. I want you to know that I didn't choose you when you were on the highest, coming at a brisk, the highest level. No. I did it while you broke Shabbos. You gave up bris milah, while you were dancing with shiksus, while you were bowing to Avodah Zarah. Shama yisem mishukaim v'mem teshari tum. Yeah, I know who you were. I'm the one who took you out of there. Ume'amatzav hashafel v'hayored b'yoyser, and from the lowest matzav situation, hashafel, low life, Yarud biyoser bachar bohem HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'lakcham liyoser am hanivchar loy. Hashem chose us and made us the am hanivchar loy, the nation to be chosen by Him. V'az kar le'am HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'ni b'chari Yisrael. And it was in that situation, before we did anything, before no tshuva, nothing. The first message Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu, go to Pari, tell him, do you know who you're messing with? B'ni b'chari Yisrael. A lashon of ava and chiba. And the Medrash says Hashem was saying, I love them even more than heavenly angels who never mess up. Yes, these lowlives, these shiksa goita, whatever names that we like to call people who sin. Oiv de avodah zara. You should know they're my children. You're messing with my child. When I hear people say, we got to get the garbage out of town, and they talk bad about neshamas, we should be reminded who we're talking about. B'ni b'chayri Yisrael. The apple of God's eye. Watch your tongue. Watch your mouth. Careful who you talk about. No, but he's Mechal Shabbos and he does Averis and we've done worse. And Hashem said, they are my children who I care about. B'nai B'chai Yisrael, I love them more than angels. V'oz kar le'am HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'nai B'chai Yisrael. V'ilu hoitzi HaKadosh Baruch Hu es Yisrael mi Mitzrayim. Had Hashem take us out of Mitzrayim when we were on a high level, there would have been a place to say Shirak Mishum Kach Zochelu Zeh. That's the only reason that we were Zoichet to all of this, that we merited all of this, only because we were good. Al Kain, therefore, Hoitziam, Kishehem, Betachlis, Hashiflus, Lahoirois, to show us, Shafilu, Bematzav Kazer, Noichi Hashem, Eloi Kecha. V'Yisrael Hem Am Anivchar, Sheben Kachu, Ben Kachu Banim. We are the chosen people. Like Rameir says, Ben Kachu, Ben Kachu Banim. Whether we do Ratzon Hashem, we don't do Ratzon Hashem, we never lose the title of Banim. And therefore, when you're talking about one of God's kids, remember, he doesn't lose the title Banim. He is a son of Hashem. You want to call him a son of something else, but he is a son of Hashem. Be careful how you treat him. He didn't lose his title. Hashem is still his father. Still will take him very, very personal. V'zeh nikva, mitzius nitzchius. And with this, Hashem was koiveya, established a mitzius nitzchius, an eternal mitzius, eternal something real. Well, how do you say mitzius? It's real, forever. That the Jewish people are the Am HaNivchar in any situation. And this is included where we say, what's Pashup Pshat when we say, he is our God, he used to be our God, he's currently our God, and in the future he's our God. He's saying, no. You know what it's saying? He will always be our God, no matter how we behave. Not that Hashem is kvi v'kaima. That's Pashut. He was always our God, he is our God, he will be our God. No, it means that even if we don't behave the way we need to behave, Shehu Elokeinu b'chol ha'matzavim. And now we could understand what this Maimar Chazal, b'yom chasanasa, is Matan Torah. It says in the day of the Chasana, Chazal say it's Matan Torah. What does Matan Torah have to do with Yom Chasanasa, with a wedding day? Heichen merumas shematan Torah hu Yom Chasanasa. Ela shebematan Torah Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu Nechi Hashem Elikecha Halikim Shocha. By Matan Torah, Hashem said these words: I am the one who created the world, but I am Elikecha, your God. V'zehu Yom Chasunasai. There's no greater wedding. She'oz nikva hadavar lenitzchius b'klal Yisrael. This bond became kavua l'dairos. It became established forever and irrevocable, right? Can't be changed. Can't be undone. Remember the first question? Should have said, he says, no. Hashem wasn't giving a proof. Right? You remember a while ago when we started learning this? Why do you have to give a proof? And it should have said a proof. No, there's no proof necessary. I created the world. Everybody believed it. No words are necessary. And Hashem didn't need a proof of Elikecha. But he wanted to teach us a lesson, Legala Islahem, to reveal to them, Shebacha B'hem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mitoch Shval HaMatziv, from the low situation, Umi Beis Avodim, from being enslaved. And therefore you should know that being chosen is eternal. That's why we asked before, why does that have to say Beis Avodim? We know we were doing. Hashem was saying, I'm the one who rescued you from that hell, from Beis Avodim. Like we learned on Pesach, Mokim Shahavcho Anoshim La'avodim. You were slaved, you were enslaved, you were on the bottom of the world. Begashmius, Benavshius, and Baruchnius. You weren't good spiritually, you weren't good emotionally, you didn't have any freedom, you were slaves. I didn't take the Arabians with the Arabian Nights with those beautiful white horses. I didn't even take the Egyptians. I didn't take anybody. I took you, and you were nobody, and you were nothing, and I want you to know that, and I want you to remember that in that situation is where I chose you. We have to imbue this into every child. They think, I did an Avera, now Hashem doesn't love me anymore. Shtusim, ba'avalim. Where did they get this from? We have to imbue it. And somebody said, no, it's not good. The children should know because they're going to sin more. No. This does not make you sin more. First of all, sin is inevitable. And when they sin and we don't teach this to them, they fall. So we have to teach it to them to know that when you sin, Hashem is waiting for you and nothing changed in the relationship. And second of all, that makes me want to be closer to God. Everybody wants to be closer to a God that loves us unconditionally. Unconditional love doesn't make you hurt the person who is giving it to you. It makes you want to be close to them. Like the NESIVAS Shalom says, the highest level of ahava, the highest level of love is yira, shalei tifka masa ahava. Fear that I don't want to ruin this. I have such a gift. I have a God who loves me unconditionally. I have parents who love me unconditionally. What a gift. I never want to cause that person grief. I never want to ruin that. Nobody repays goodness with bad and evil. So it makes everybody better in their doing the right thing. And if they fall, which they will, because ein tzaddik ba'aretz she'asa tov v'li'echta, then instead of not learning this and feeling all alone and dark in the world, Hashem doesn't want my tefillah, Hashem's not interested in me. No, learn the facts of life. And also don't be shy. If Torah is Torah, we teach Torah. Torah is only megan umatzli. It only protects us. It doesn't hurt us. And teach the truth that we were chosen from the very beginning. Anachi Hashem Elokecha. That is the message of SHAVUOS and how it pertains to us and for all of our children. And next time we're going to go further and even deeper to make it more relevant.